Hi there, welcome to Grain TV. It's Friday, August 26th, another down day in the market. Let's take a look at GrainEdge's trading platform and see where we closed. In Chicago, wheat taking it on the chin, losing 19 cents a bushel. Beans continuing to slide, losing 8.5 cents a bushel. And corn off 6.5, closing front month September below 318, closing at 316 and 3/4. That 318 mark is what we've been watching for quite some time. News today, let's start first with the Fed, who's having their meeting in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And what we're hearing from there is a speech by Fed Chair Yellen, who suggests the economy is robust and that they will likely be raising interest rates before the year is done. So that got the market really moving sharply, especially the dollar, which gained considerable ground, gaining about 0.7% on this announcement going into the close today. So, the next policy meeting for the Fed for them to raise rates would be September. So I think this really puts the market on a Fed watch going into that September meeting. Other news out after the close today, we had Pro Farmer's final tour numbers, or these are the numbers they are forecasting for the U.S. And for reference, we're putting in our good friends Planalytics, who also do yield forecasting throughout the season. Those of you who are grain hedge trading clients got these numbers this morning. Well before the market opened. And so what's interesting about Pro Farmer's numbers is they are, first of all, well below USDA in terms of corn. Remember, USDA came in with a shockingly high 175.1 yield. Most people didn't believe that, but we weren't sure what to believe. And so I think Pro Farmer gives us the first credibility or the first sort of in the field credibility test of that number. And they come in quite a bit below USDA, coming in at 170.2. And for comparisons, Planalytics also on par with Pro Farmer at 171. Now on soybeans, there's a bit of disagreement here. Pro Farmer suggesting they were finding very good soybean pod counts throughout their tour stops for the most part. They are actually forecasting a higher number than USDA at 49.3 versus 48.9, while Planalytics is slightly below USDA. So, not a great deal of consensus on soybeans there, but I think, for the last 2 days, soybeans has really been taking it on the chin because of the results from from the results of Pro Farmer's crop tour. They just have been finding very good soybean pod conditions in those parts of the country that they toured. In today's action, we saw the market in soybeans, November beans, break down to that 960 mark. We talked about that yesterday as being a potential area of support, and it seemed to hold today, at least for the time being. 960 is where we traded down to. We managed to close off of that low, unlike yesterday where we slid all the way into the close, closing at the low of the day. So somewhat positive that the bean market was able to withstand that 960 mark, but we'll see if it can hold next week. In terms of corn, however, this was a market that certainly broke down below 318. We have been talking about that 318 mark for some time now, and closing today at 316 puts us below that 318 mark. So that's going to be problematic as we go forward. And I guess the question will be, when we come back on Sunday night and start trading, will the market react favorably to these Pro Farmer numbers, or will they continue to beat this market down? Obviously, the wheat market really gave it in today. The bears just pummeled it. And, there wasn't any real news on wheat. I think just the culmination of very high stocks. We continue to get, more bearish news from wheat. And I think today was just the tipping point. If we look at the news this week in wheat, we had Russia say their wheat crop's going to be bigger. We had IGC say the world wheat production is going to be bigger. We had our weekly export numbers come in below expectations for wheat. So all of these things combined, in conjunction with the sudden surge in the U.S. dollar today, were not favorable for the wheat market. And I think wheat bulls, or anyone who is long wheat, simply just threw in the towel today. And we saw the slide 19 cents lower. So that's what we got for this week. Join us next week. We'll be looking at market action. And as always, if you have any questions or want to learn more about how we can help you in your own grain trading situation, visit us online at grainhedge.com. As a Grain Edge trading client, you'll get our technical alerts email first thing every trading day. Technical alerts is a powerful system that generates quality trading opportunities. Each trading opportunity shows a chart and analysis providing clear price targets and risk potential. Technical alerts look at historical chart formations and compare the current environment to the past to form concrete trading recommendations. The commodities covered by technical alerts includes grains, livestock, crude oil, currencies, bonds, and metals. Start your trading day with the most powerful insight into market direction and improve your trading today. Sign up at grainhedge.com to become a client.